Thank you all for coming. I'm very happy and humbled to introduce our next speaker. It's the head of XR business development from Sony. Sony, a company that we all know of as an amazing pioneer and a significant figure in both game tech and VR. Please welcome to the stage, Thaisa Yamamura.
I think my mic is working. All right, I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so much for coming to my talk. I'm Thaisa Yamamura, Head of Business Development for XR. So I'll start my talk talking about different tools to improve your workflow. So starting for a 3D visualization, and then I'll go through a 3D tool to scan physical objects that we have available, and 3D tools for consumers. So starting with the 3D visualization tool, we launched the Spatial Reality Display, which is a glasses-free 3D display available in two sizes. One is the 15.6 inches, and the other one is 27 inches. So it's a glasses-free 3D display. It tracks the person in front of the display. It tracks the position of the face and eyes. And based on your movement, it adapts the image for you to see in 3D without wearing any VR headsets or any special glasses. So those two models is already available. It uses our technology for eye sensing, and it renders the images in real time. So users can have a very good visualization in 3D in a very high quality. So how is this improving your workflow in different industries? So first, starting with a game industry. So there is an example here with a company we work with. It's called Whitemoon Dreams. They are game studios based in Pasadena. As part of their normal workflow, they would design a character for the game and then print the 3D print. But with our spatial reality display, they can have this visualization in real time. They don't need to print it out the 3D object anymore because they can have this very stereoscopic viewing of what they are creating. They can even do modifications in real time. They can change the lighting of the scene. They can change details and preview it in real time on our display. Second use case is on a virtual production. So before getting to the production scene, the directors of the movies, usually they do a process called pre-production. They use the VR headsets to have the overview of the production they are going to record. But with our spatial reality display, they can have this visualization on the display directly. And they can even do virtual scouting, which is a common process on a pre-production phase for virtual production. So as part of the virtual production, they can use a live link to connect into the same environment and share their data with other directors on the same project. So another technology that we are demoing here is the Sony Volumetric Capture Suite, which is our volumetric capturing solution that you can capture objects on the volume, and you can view it on the spatial reality and show what you are capturing on the model. So the spatial reality display is also being used on the architect space. And this is an example of how point cloud data can be seen on our display. So you can have a very realistic view of the image. This is a map of Japan. So you can have this type of visualization with a very good depth using our display. So it really helps architects to show the projects they are working on for their customers. They can do modification. It helps help the customers to understand in real time what they are creating. So another example is on the healthcare industry. In the healthcare, Singular Health, one of our partners, they developed a solution that allows physicians to see DICOM files. DICOM files is a very common file used on the medical industry that you can see CT scan or MRRs in real time on the display. So they can have this visualization in 3D, they can understand, they can have a better understanding of a diagnosis they are looking at, and they can plan they can plan better for the surgery they are planning. So this is an example of how it works, and the Singular Health software, it uses different tools that you can highlight one area, you can zoom in, zoom out, rotate the object. It really helps them to have a better understanding. So the display supports multiple platforms. We do have a SDK, a dedicated SDK running on either Unity or Unreal Engine. But we are also supporting different development tools, such as OpenGL, DirectX, and OpenXR. So you can actually build applications using those tools and be compatible with the display. So the other tool that I would like to talk about is the 3D tool to scan physical objects. This is a project from Sony Music Entertainment Japan. It's a project called PV Project, which is bringing physical objects into the real world. So they developed this scan solution that allows you to have a very high quality scan of the physical objects and place it on a virtual world. So it really helps content creators, digital collectors to create the physical, the digital version of the physical object. And all these technology is also showcased in our booth. The booth number is 938. And the other tool that I'm super excited to talk about is the 3D tool for regular consumers. So we launched in the beginning of this year a product called Mokopi, which comes in this case here. And it's a mobile motion capture for everybody, anywhere. So you don't need to have a studio to create motion capture videos. It's very simple to use. It's small and light. So it comes in this case here. It's the size of an AirTag. It's really, really small. And very simple to connect with your phone. So those sensors, when you turn them on, you can pair it with your phone using either Android phone or iOS phones. So once you turn it then on, you can start pairing via Bluetooth and create videos like this one. From anywhere that you are, you can change the background. This is a video that you can really see that the latency is very minimum. You can really see like how my avatar is moving according to my body movement. So the mobile application, it has a couple features. One is once you pair with the sensors on your body, you can change, there is a library that you can change the avatar. You can port whatever avatar you want to be on the app. You can change the background. You can use AR as I was showing on the video before. And it also uses, it does the lip sync by audio recognition. So when you turn the mic on your mobile app, it mimics the lips, so you can create this type of really fun videos. And all this data, you can send it to either a VR headset, or you can send it even to the spatial reality display to see yourself in 3D, which is a video I'm going to show it. Or you can stream it, record it, or stream it on YouTube. It's really for anyone who are creating videos or wanted to have this type of motion data on the metaverse, on the VR, like VR chat. They can have this type of solution. So this is a video that shows that, you know, once you connect the device and attach it on your body, it's very simple to calibrate. You hear a sound. It's very fast and simple. Once you're calibrated, as you can see here, your data can be shown on the spatial reality display. You can see it in 3D. Or you can see it on your phone in 2D. So it's a different use case depending on where you want to stream the data. So yeah, you can see here the latency as well when you're streaming to the SRD. It's really minimal. Unfortunately, you won't be able to see it in 3D, but if you go to our booth, you will be able to see it. All right, and then one other way that you could stream this data is by VR chat. So on the VR chat, we created a VR chat world that we are calling Mokopi Dancing World, where you can go to the environment. This is how it looks like, and you can connect with your friends using Mokopi and having a dance class with your friends, and you can see the movements of the lower body as well as the upper body using Mokopi. So this is already available. We launched it 2 days ago. You can, once you're connected to VR chat, you can enter this world and pair it with the sensors on your body and have this type of data. So that is for my presentation. All the products that I mentioned during the presentation, Mokopi, the spatial reality display, the scan from Sony Music Entertainment Japan, as well as the volumetric capture suite, is available on our booth. So, you know, seeing is believing, so I really encourage you to go and check it out, our products and solutions. And yeah, if you have any questions, I'm here to answer.
If you want to do a couple questions, I can just run them off the mic.
Okay, yes, sounds good. All right, thank you.
All right, so does anybody have any questions? There you go. Please introduce yourself and your organization.
Hi, my name is Omar. I'm from the Netherlands and I work in education. We have your spatial display, but it was hard to get because it was, at the time, it wasn't, and maybe still not available for the European market. And the Mokopi solution, will it be worldwide available?
So the spatial reality display is available in the US, Japan, and China. And Mokopi is only available in Japan at the moment.
Okay.
But we are looking to expand to other markets.
Okay, thanks.
And thank you for using the spatial reality display. All right.
Oh. Is it okay to take one more?
Yes, of course.
Perfect.
Thank you for the talk. I got to use the display a little earlier. It was pretty amazing. My question is, how do people normally fit this into their workspace? Is it like a display that they sit off to the side? Say I'm a 3D modeler and I want to be like that first use case you mentioned. Do they set it off to the side, or can you use this as a normal working display as well and kind of switch it to the sort of 3D viewing mode?
Yeah, so the display is an LCD screen, and then on top of the LCD, we have the micro-optical lens. So if you wanted to spend time on the display and doing 2D work, we wouldn't recommend that, right? But the perfect use case is having as a second monitor. So you are building or designing the characters on one monitor and using the spatial reality display as a pre-visualization monitor of what you are creating. So ideally, you have two devices, one that you're creating and the other one you are using as a pre-visualization. You could, though, develop and do the modifications in real time and see it on the screen. As I mentioned, we have an SDK, but formats like OBJ files, FBX, it's compatible with our screen. All right. Yeah, one other comment that I wanted to make is that for Mokopi, we have also a SDK that is available in Unity, Unreal, and Motion Builder. So we support those three SDKs. All right, does anybody have any questions? Yeah, so I encourage everybody to go and see our solution, because 3D screens is really hard to see it on a 2D screen, right? So when you experience, you can see the type of how realistic it is, the images on the device. Okay, perfect. Well, thank you. I'll be around if you have any other questions.